Good evening, I'm Becky Wilcox, and tonight on Insight News TV, we dive deep into a story that's as much about power as it is about politics. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has named Sir Chris Wormald as the new Cabinet Secretary, the highest-ranking civil servant in the UK. It sounds like another routine appointment, but is it? What's really driving this decision, and what does it mean for the future of our government and civil service? Stick with us as we uncover the untold layers behind this headline. Sir Chris Wormald, a man you may not know by name but whose influence has been felt in the very policies shaping the UK's public services. He's been the Permanent Secretary of the Department of Health and Social Care since 2016, steering it through one of the most challenging periods in modern history, the COVID-19 pandemic. But here's the first twist. While some hail him as a steady hand, others criticise his department's handling of critical issues like procurement and staffing during the crisis. So why him? Why now? Wormald's career spans decades in public service. From his early days at the Department for Education, where he spearheaded controversial reforms, to his tenure in local government and regeneration, his path has been anything but ordinary. He's known as a detail-oriented bureaucrat, someone who gets the job done. But here's the kicker. His reputation is also one of cautious pragmatism. Is that what the civil service needs right now, or does it risk stagnation at a time when bold reform might be necessary? Wormald's appointment signals continuity, especially given his extensive experience, but it also raises questions about whether this is a missed opportunity for injecting fresh ideas into the system. The civil service is at a crossroads, facing growing public scrutiny and the need for modernisation. Wormald's leadership could either stabilise it or entrench its existing challenges. Let's talk about timing. This decision comes just weeks after Simon Case stepped down due to health concerns. Case's tenure, marked by controversies and accusations of political bias, left a leadership vacuum. But some insiders believe Case's resignation wasn't just about health. It was about a system under immense strain, one where politics and bureaucracy clash in ways that hinder progress. Is Wormald being brought in to calm the waters, or to navigate stormier seas ahead? Prime Minister Starmer has framed this appointment as a move towards stability. In his words, Sir Chris brings a wealth of experience and an unwavering commitment to public service. But is this stability, or is it consolidation? With a general election on the horizon, some critics argue that this is less about reform and more about shoring up control. After all, a strong cabinet secretary can be a powerful ally or an obstacle. This is a status quo appointment. Wormald is part of the old guard, someone deeply entrenched in the way things have always been done. What we need now is innovation, someone who can challenge outdated practices and bring the civil service into the 21st century. Others say that's precisely why he's the right choice. At a time of uncertainty, you need someone who knows how the system works, someone who can ensure continuity while addressing the challenges we face. Change is important, but so is stability. But what about the bigger picture? Sir Chris takes on this role as the civil service grapples with a host of issues, from allegations of politicisation to strained relations with ministers and the mounting pressure to deliver on ambitious government promises. And here's where it gets really interesting. Some insiders suggest that this appointment is less about solving problems and more about containing them. Is Wormald walking into a no-win situation? The role of Cabinet Secretary has always been a delicate balancing act. From mediating between ministers to safeguarding the neutrality of the civil service, it requires someone with impeccable judgment and resilience. But let's not forget, the office holder isn't just a mediator, they're also a gatekeeper of information and influence. In choosing Wormald, Starmer may be betting on a loyal strategist, but how will this play out in practice? Wormald is known for his meticulous approach, but that can be a double-edged sword. While it ensures attention to detail, it can also slow down decision-making in a system already criticised for its bureaucracy. The question is whether he'll adapt to the fast-paced demands of modern governance. So, where does this leave us? As Sir Chris Wormald steps into his new role on December 16th, the stakes couldn't be higher. The civil service is at a critical juncture, and his decisions will reverberate far beyond the walls of Whitehall. Will he be the steady hand that steers us through turbulent times? Or will his appointment mark another chapter in the saga of missed opportunities for real change? And now we turn to you, our viewers. What do you make of this appointment? Is Sir Chris Wormald the right choice for Cabinet Secretary? Or does this signal more of the same? Share your thoughts using the hashtag #InsightNewsTV and join the conversation. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay informed.